What's up guys, Mark here. In today's video, I want to share a simple 2 light setup that I use to sell small products on Facebook Marketplace. Or in other words, my lazy man's 2 RGB light setup to offload unwanted camera gear. Now what you can do is take the product, toss it on the counter, take some photos with your mobile phone, and get this and maybe that, upload the pics and hope for the best. Or what you could do is add just a little bit of effort to get something like this. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Now full disclosure, I do have the lights to create a more professional scene. However, my YouTube space is also my workspace. Sometimes I don't have the energy to set up a bunch of lights to sell an item that I most likely step over daily or is chewing up space in the garage or closet. However, one man's trash is another man's treasure. So why not sell the stuff before it goes to zero? So here's what you'll need, or the recipe.
And these are parsnips.
What the f is a parsnip?
For this 2 light setup. You'll need 1 or 2 small RGB lights like this Aputure MC. I prefer 2, more on that later. An RGB like this little guy here is easily sourced. You can purchase one or something similar on B&H or Amazon all day for not too much. You'll also need something to use as a reflector. Poster board or foam board works great. Or one like this can be sourced at the local grocery store. I think I paid about $1.50 for this. Quick note guys, use the diffuser if the RGB light has one. My little Aputure MC has a real cool, sweet little diffuser that I use all the time. Diffusers are cool because they create a softer quality of light. They soften the shadows that fall on the unlit side of the product. Now for the setup, find a location that has enough room for you to place the product and the poster board. Place the product on the poster board to create a clean background and surface. Since my product is dark, I chose white for the surface and the background. Place the first light on one side of the product. However, there will be shadows on the other side. A second light placed on the opposite side of your product will create balance, so both sides of the product will be lit evenly and the shadows will be eliminated. Now in a pinch, you can just use one RGB light, but I suggest using a reflector to try and reduce the shadows on the other side. A larger RGB light source will bounce more light, but for this video, we will leave the big guns stored away. Now you have to admit, the product does look better when you can see the details. Now that the lights are in place, take a couple of pictures or record a video. I like to do both and then upload it. This small amount of effort should help separate your product from the sellers that put in minimal effort. So in summary, using 2 RGB lights is a quick way to make your unwanted product stand out when listing it for sale on local marketplaces, and does not require a huge amount of effort to set it up. You guys stay creative and have fun out there. I'm out.